Hey everyone, so in this video, I'll see this is the first tutorial of LangGraph series. So I'll show you how to create one simple graph using LangGraph. Okay, so our target is see graph is nothing but you have nodes, you have edges and all those things, right? In the same way, in LangGraph, we have a start, we have end, in between we have some nodes. And one simple node is the starting node. Starting node will be there, a starting point, and after that one node will be there. And after that, it will, based on a condition, it can connect to node 2 or node 3. And after that, it's going to end. This is the simple graph that we're going to create. Okay. For this, we need this package, nothing but LangGraph, pip install LangGraph. You can use this, or if you are, I'll show you these things. You can do it in terminal also. For time being, I'm doing this in a Jupyter notebook. Okay, so IPYNB file, or you can simply, you can see this. You can try this. Simply, you have to install the package, pip install LangGraph. That is done, and after that, uh, so we have a state means nothing but memory. So what it has to we have to define, right? So there is a in Python there is some package that is not typing. So typing or typing underscore extensions. From that we can use type dict. Type dict means in general you have a dictionary, right? Key value pairs will be there. So this is one of the data types. So you can simply you can assign that. You can mention like graph state. You can give the values string. So in the same way, you can do multiple things like comma, and after that, I can do uh, state underscore where that is equal to. So I can give int. In this way, I can do whatever I want to do. Okay. So, but so that's nothing but you just created one class as state, and you given that so it has to be given it as a type dict, and after that you assigned some variable. You created one class variable, and this is nothing but a string. That's what you did there. And after that you have to create nodes, right? So this is what we have to do. So we have to create nodes also. So how we have to create nothing but it's just a Python functions. Nodes are nothing but just a simple Python functions. You have to assign some state, whatever we created on the top, right? This one. So we have to pass that as a positional argument. And after that, because of this, you can access the graph state. That is nothing but this variable. So that's it, right? So if you pass this so that you can do some dot method in case if it is a class variable. So you created one object using dot, you can access the class variables. In the same way, you can do this step. See, you can see this, you can check this. So in this way you can extract the graph state. That's the advantage of this. So that's why we have to create our own functions. So because we have to create our nodes, so I need three nodes. I have three nodes, so I have to create three functions. So each function for each node. So first node, after that you have to pass this state, because you have to pass this state, right? Otherwise it can't hold anything. So state has graph state, these things. So what it was doing, what it will return. So let's say you call this one. So whatever you passed as an argument, that it will get. After that it will return the graph state. Graph state means what? So this one. So I hope you got it right. So it's a dictionary. So you are passing that with a key so that you can get the value associated with that. Same thing, same concept, right? Now you got it. So currently, if it is a node 1, we are printing I am. So node 2, happy. So node 3 means sad. Same thing. You can see this entire thing is same. Print node 1, print node 2, print node 3. Even if you don't, uh, if we remove this, that is also fine. But for our understanding purpose, we are just giving node 1, node 2, node 3, and we are returning in this way. Graph state, it has to return what is the current state value plus associated with this thing. So this is nothing but nodes. We done with the nodes. Like we created the components. Node 1, node 2, node 3 is done. Now we have to connect, right? This is nothing but edge. So that's the one we have to do. So edge is nothing but it's what it will do, connect the nodes. Normal edges are used to like go from node 1 to node 2, but conditional edges are we are using so that it will decide let's say you don't have node 3 here, so directly, so let's say you can ignore this entire thing. So uh, start node 1, node 2, end. So this is one flow. So for that you don't need any conditional edge, you just need an edge. That's it. So now why we are going with conditional because based on a condition it will decide which one it has to choose, node 2 or node 3. That's why we are going with the conditional edge. So that's the difference between edge and conditional edge. Okay. So we just declared one function here, decide mood. So based on our mood, I'm deciding like, okay, let's say, mm, I don't have any condition, so you can decide based on randomly. You can go ahead with that, and you can decide either you can do node 2 or node 3. So there is a in typing, of course, same package. There is a literal. What it will do, it will give literal means at the end you have this method. At the end, it has to return node 2 or node 3. Apart from that, it can't return anything. That's the advantage of this literal. So even if I push something, right, it will throw me an error if I call this method means. Okay, so that's the advantage of this literal. So what it was doing, whatever user given, right? So the state, of course, here also we have to pass the state, and same thing. We on the top we created the class, right? That state we have to pass this one. So this one we passing as an argument. This one we have to pass, and after that, that will be stored in this user input, and randomly it will generate some value, right? So if it is less than 0.5, then it will return node 2. If it is greater than 0.5, let's say this condition is failed, then it will return node 3. So, so for graph construction, as I displayed on the screen, right? So you need start node and you need end, you need conditional. These things required. So from where you can get from LangGraph itself, you can get LangGraph and start graph. This is one you have to tell, right? So I'm starting a graph so that it will indicate. So then after that you need start and you need end. By default, these things are available in the LangGraph itself. So you don't need to worry. So you just need to define node 1, node 2, node 3. So this is IPython is just to display the image. We'll showcase that flow. Here we are displaying this, right? So this flow chart. In the same way we display LangGraph. So for that we are using this IPython to display. Okay, that's why we are using this Jupyter notebook. In this way you can get the graph if you execute this. Okay, so first we initiated this state graph where whatever is there, right? So from the line graph that we taken, and after that we are passing the state where we are getting this state. So from the top we already created state, right? So that we have to pass. That one we have to pass in, and after that this is a builder object, and in the builder dot we're adding one node 1. We're naming this is the name we given, right? Node 1, this is node 1. Whatever node 1 is there, that we given there. And in the same way we created three nodes. This is the name and this is the actual function that you can see this. You have this node 1, right? This one we are passing there. I hope now you got the clarity why we have to given this. You can change this entire thing, but whatever function you given, right? So this one we have to pass, otherwise it will fail. Okay, let's say in case of node 1. So okay, first I'll execute this, then I'll replace the values, then I'll show you what it's going to happen. So in this way you created three nodes, separate node 1, node 2, node 3. And after that, first from the starting point to node 1, there has to be one connection. You can check this one. So from the start to node 1, there has to be one connection. This one we have to do. How we going to do? So this is the step. So builder dot add edge. So that is a normal edge, right? That's why start and node 1. Next step is so now this connection is done. After that you have to do node 2 or node 3. There is a condition. You can't do normal edge here. You need to do conditional edge. That's why you taken this conditional edge, add conditional edges, and after the node 1, you have to decide which one it has to do, right? So decide mode is there. It's a function, right? It will decide whether it has node 2 or node 3. That's why we're passing this here. So this method anyway returns either node 2 or node 3 value. So that's what we're connecting. And after that, node 2 to end, after that, node 3 to end. So this will automatically like in the graph itself, you can see node 2 to end, node 3 to end. So this is the flow we created. Like in this way, we constructed the complete graph, and after that we have to do this builder.compile, so that entire thing will be compiled. After that, using this display, we're able to let me run this. See, it got executed and it given this one. So you got to know start node is there. So from the start node, from the start you have to connect to node one. That is done. Then after that, conditional edge is there. Node one to node three. There is a conditional. That's why we got this kind of a dotted lines. If you see this. Then after that, node three to end, node two to end. Next, graph invocation. So we have to check, right? We created the graph. We need to do so we have to invoke and we passing this graph state. Why? This is a state, right? Like meaning we created our class, so there is nothing but state. This is the graph state. We have to pass one string. Okay. You can come here. You can come here. Graph state. Hi, this is Lance. So let's say I'm giving my name. Hi, this is Perumal. Okay. So let me run this. See, you can see this. There is a condition, right? First node one is executed. Node one is nothing but whatever I given, that is a node one. After that, uh, sorry, I am is the whatever this is the data, right? I can show you this. What is the function we decided on node one? State and whatever state you given, after that, I am will be added to that. That is a node one. This is a default step. Next condition is there. So it will decide either node one, node two, or node three. Whatever data you have after that, so currently I just given hi, this is Perumal. After that, node one is executed. That's why I am will be added to that string. After that, either this or this will execute based on condition. Condition also randomly, because that's how we created our logic. So sometimes it will be happy, sometimes it will be sad. So that's why when I executed it, when I run this script, hi, this is Perumal. So node one, node three executed. Node three is sad. That's why this is sad. So let's say I again rerun this. Now it was changed to I am happy, because random, right? So sometimes it will do. Now it again gives happy because the value is greater than 0.5. Again it given. Again it given. Uh, Now we can see node 1 or node 2 are executing. Again it's given. Okay. Now see, it was changed to sad. So that's how it will working. So it's completely working fine. So so you can change this. Now what I will do, instead of this node one, node these things, right? I can change the names. Functions will be same. I'll do node A, node B, node C. Hmm. So I'll do this start to node A and node A and node B, node C. So let's run this. Okay, we got error because somewhere we have to do node 1, node 2, node 3 also. We defined. Okay, okay. This one also we have to change like node B, and after that node C. So either it has to return node B or it has to return node C. Okay. Okay, let's run this thing. Let's see how it goes. We'll see. See, now you can see this node A, node B, node C instead of that entire thing, right? So this is how you can see. This is how we have to do experiments. You have to understand the concept by changing the things. So now it was giving node 1, node 3 because functions are executing. Functions, this function will execute. This is we didn't change. That's why. So let's say if you want to change this, you have to rename this to node A. Then let's say okay, this is a print statement, right? I can do it. Won't be get any issues here. And node B, and after that node C. So yeah, I think I think we're done with this, and in this way you can implement the things in a better way. So okay, so this is done, and we'll see the things in the next tutorial. Thank you.